Hello, I'm Chris,
I'm Claudia.
and the purpose of this video this evening is this is our intro video. It's our first video for the channel. We are about to start the process of moving into van life. We bought this 2026 Transit that we're currently sitting in, and over the next several months I will be converting it to a camper van. And then we're going to hit the road. We decided we didn't want to be here in Texas. We weren't sure where we wanted to be. We looked at Tennessee, North Carolina, Missouri, Arkansas. Couldn't really come to a conclusion, so we decided we'll just go see everything. So that's kind of how we got to this point. And as I mentioned, we will be building out this van over time and getting the house ready for sale, and we hope to sometime about this time next year, we hope to have the house on the market or maybe sold, and then hit the road.
So basically, yes, this all came out of the idea that we need a place or need to find a place to settle down that we're both comfortable with and that we really enjoy. And since we have seen places in the United States and kind of know some that we like but weren't really sure, and of course there's always hidden spots that we would not even consider or think about normally, so we just decided we're going to hit all the 48 continental United States and drive until we find the perfect spot for us. So
we won't necessarily stop once we find. The goal is to hit all 48 states. We may halfway through or in the first month we may hit a state and say, well, this is it. But we're going to continue to the contiguous 48. Maybe go up to Alaska. I don't know. I'm not big on cold, but we won't stop as soon as we find.
Right. But what we're looking for is basically we don't like big cities. We'd like a smaller town nearby, medium-sized town maybe, and we love outdoors, we love property, and so we just want to be out in nature and see as much as we can and find a great spot to settle down in. So yeah, that's basically why we're doing this.
Yeah, my goals for this. It's more than just looking for a place to settle down. There's a lot. I've been to a lot of the lower 48 states. I think 36 of them. I've never really been up north, so I want to see that. For instance, I've never been to Maine. Right? I can't imagine settling down in Maine, but who knows? We may show up there and think, well, this is it, right? And we would never have known that if we don't try this. So my goals, I do want to do some fishing. I plan on doing a lot of fishing, hiking. Just being out, looking at. We're gonna base this on state parks as much as possible, state and national parks. Not a lot of off-grid or boondocking, as they call it. Just trying to stay within. We want to see the park system. We want to see the natural lands. We'll be traveling with 2 dogs as well, if they make it. Bo is kind of old. We should probably have had him out here. You'll see him in future videos, I'm sure. But those are my goals. My hopes is that we enjoy this trip. I sometimes have a tendency to look at the negative part of things, and I think there'll be some negative. But I hope that we'll be able to enjoy nature, see a lot of small towns, big towns, university towns, stuff like that.
Yeah, that basically sums it up. And our goal is also, as far as our travel plans, we don't have a route yet. It depends a little bit on when our start date will actually be. We are hoping to leave or are ready to be leaving by this time next year, so that would be May of 2027, and that kind of determines which route or where we're going to start our route, because we are trying to we're going to try and chase 72, so that would be our perfect temperature, daytime temperature. If we can manage to do that, and so that we don't get really, really hot or really, really cold, lots of snow and ice. We try to avoid that. But of course, weather is unpredictable. We never know.
Yeah, it won't. We can't always hit perfect, but we don't want to be in Arizona in July, and you don't want to be in Montana in January. So that's flip those around, and that's probably where you'll find us. I'm sorry. Was
Yeah,
there?
that was
else you wanted
pretty
to
much
touch on?
all I wanted
Yeah.
to say about our travel plans. Of course, as time gets closer, we're gonna work more on the route, and in future videos, we'll let you know where we're gonna start out and all the steps along the way.
Yeah, future videos. So I think I mentioned we'll be building this out. So I will be filming that, the process of putting in windows, solar power, the electrical system, the water system. It's kind of odd. I got this brand new van, and like you see behind me, there'll be a window there eventually. So plan on doing the work myself. Should go rather smoothly, knock on wood. Yeah, that's kind of the sum of why we're doing this. And I also wanted to mention I'm going to be on the lookout for. We just spent some time with friends in Scotland, and they have, as you can imagine, they have pubs everywhere, but they also have inns, these little inns out in the middle of nowhere. And you walk into these places, and some of them are very, very old, very, I think we were in one that was 1700s, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So we're going to be on the lookout for stuff like that. If we can, obviously we don't have pubs here in the United States, but we do have similar things. Not really looking for the Greasy Spoon Diner and the best hamburger, although that could be interesting. But we will be on the lookout for nice places just to stop and relax for an hour and a half or so. As well as, there was something else. I can't remember what we were gonna, seems like there was something else we were gonna be on the lookout for, but it'll probably come to me in a future video. So I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanna add?
We're looking forward to the whole process. It's going to be an interesting experience from beginning to end. It's going to be a lot of work to get us there. We're hoping to do a lot of this. We're going to split the work so that it's not just Chris doing it.
Yeah, she's going to do all the heavy lifting. She's going to put the air conditioner on the roof. I'm going to watch.
I'm sure. So we'll see how it turns out, and like Chris said, we're going to keep you posted on how it's going and what we're accomplishing and where we run into frustration or disappointments. But we're trying to do the best we can with what we learn.
Yeah, and so this video and the channel, I guess we should unterwegs, right? We didn't explain that. You're the German, so you go ahead and explain the.
Unterwegs basically means in German. On the road or on the way or moving. And that's actually summing it up perfectly in one word. So
yeah,
that's going to be
it's
us.
the name of the channel, and we also have license plates coming that will match that. So, and then so the purpose of this YouTube channel, there are people that we want to stay in touch with, and when you're on the road, it's difficult. So we're sending this out. If you receive this link through an email or a text message, consider subscribing, turning on notifications, because we will update this channel. We'll put out videos, hopefully at least 1 or 2 a week, depending on how things are going. And it's a way for us to stay in touch. We really want to stay in touch with the people we've come close to over the years, and being on the road makes that a little difficult. So this is our attempt at communication.
Yeah.
So that's it. Next video, I'll just kind of walk through the van, show you kind of the specs, what we purchased, what we designed. As I said, this was custom ordered. We just picked it up 5 days ago. So we'll walk you through the van, and then as it changes, you can kind of reflect back on what it looked like and see the change. It's surprisingly small once you once you look at it, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So hope to see you in future videos. Thanks.